For the first time, I realized that every one of us have a story, but most of us don't write our story. Most of the people, they don't lead their life, they accept their life. And because we accept our life, we don't fill the pages with the things we need to fill the pages with. Acts and deeds of significance. And I began at that moment to say, okay, I got it. I know what I want to do. I really want to make a difference. And I even took that little book that she gave me with the pages that were blank, and I started writing in that. That was 2 years before I wrote my first book, which was in 1979, called Think on These Things. And I share that with you because every one of you have a story. And when they asked me if I could come over and talk for a few minutes, I said, I know what I want to talk about. I want to talk about your story, not my story. And I want to share with you that the pages are blank, and either you're going to take up the pen and you're going to write the story, or somebody's going to write it for you. You're going to either read your story or you're going to write it. And what happens is most people, they don't write their story, they read their story because they've never understood intentional living. They've never understood that good intentions is not enough, because everybody's got good intentions. I mean, almost everybody wants to do well, and they've got good thoughts, they've got good intentions. But they've never taken the bridge of intentional living and gone from good intentions to good actions. When I'm in the business community, a lot of times I teach a principle called the rule of 5. In fact, to be honest with you, I just came back. I was in the largest leadership conference in Europe. It was in Helsinki, Finland, over 10,000 people, major companies from all over the world. And the one request they wanted is they wanted me to teach the rule of 5. It's become something very popular. In fact, I'm right now forming a book on it because it just works in the business community, but it'll work in your life too. Let me illustrate the rule of 5. The rule of 5 says that if I have a tree in my backyard and I want to cut it down and I have an axe, if I take the axe and I go to the tree and I swing the axe 5 times, hitting the tree, I put the axe down. The next day, go out, pick up the same axe, go to the same tree, and 5 times, I swing the axe, I hit the tree, put the axe down. Next day, pick up the same axe, go to the same tree, 5 swings. Every day, 5 swings. I take the axe, go to the same tree 5 times. I swing. I do it every day, never miss. If I do that consistently every day, eventually, let me ask you a question. What's going to happen to the tree? Eventually, the tree is going to what? It's going to fall, absolutely. I mean, there's no question about it. The tree will fall. Now, if it's a big tree, it may take a couple of years. If it's a smaller tree, I don't know, maybe a couple of months. But the tree will fall. And the reason the tree falls is because I go to the same tree, I focus, I take an axe, which is a tool that works, and 5 times I consistently swing at that tree. The rule of 5 says to you and me that if you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you want something to accomplish, if you designate and really focus in on that goal, that dream, and if you have the right tool, in this case, an axe. I mean, let's put it this way. I could go to that same tree every day and I could pick up a baseball bat. And I could swing 5 times with that baseball bat. But can I tell you something? I'm going to work hard and I'm going to be consistent, but the tree's never going to fall. I've got the right dream, but I don't have the right resource. I don't have the right tool. See, the rule of 5 says you've got to focus on the tree. Now, I know some people, what they do is they go in the backyard and they pick up the axe and they 5 times one tree, and then they go to another tree 5 times the next day, another tree, 5, and just every day it's a different tree, and they're doing 5 times, and you never knock down the tree, you just have a bunch of scarred trees. Did you have to focus? Did you really have to know where you're going? You have to have a dream. You've got to say, this is what I want to accomplish. You've got to have the right goal. You've got to stay focused, but you also have to have the right tool, and you have to be consistent. If you can do those 3 things, have the same dream, the right tool, and be consistent, things become absolutely beautiful.